Welcome back, my YouTube family. In today's video, we are going to be installing these 6x6 posts, getting rid of these temporary braces here, and getting this ready for the homeowner. Now, this is new construction, but this method will work for, replacing old posts. This is only 4 inches wide. My posts are 6x6, so they're 5.5 inches wide. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the overhang inside, and then this corner will be flush. So stick around and show you how it's done. Tools we'll be using is this Bosch laser tape measure, deck screws, 5/8 by 4 1/4 red head anchors, the appropriate 5/8 concrete bit, 3/4 inch socket. I'm going to be using these strong tie base post base here, and these are designed for 6x6. Bottle jack, quick square pencil, a drill index, a couple of drills, and a hammer drill if needed. I just bought this drill here, and hopefully that will have enough torque in it to get these bolts in. We got a 4x4 post here that we're going to use to jack the roof up, and then a 2x4 just in case we need it for side bracing or T-bracing, and then of course a chop saw. Now, all of these tools might not be necessary, but this is what I'm using for this particular job. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get the corner here to come down on the concrete. If they did their job right, then it should be pretty much well dead on, but I'm using this laser here to make sure that I'm on. You can barely see the lines there. I see them. The camera's kind of hard to catch it, but I see them. So I'm just going to adjust this to my crosses right there at the top. I'm right here, so I need to go that way a 1/2 inch and that way a 1/2 inch. And I'm right on it. I'm dead right here on the corner. So I'm going to mark the ground where that intersection is right here. That's the corner of that corner there. And I'll do the same to the other side. And so here you can see the green line a little better. You see how much I got? I got about 3/4 up there, and the green is pretty close on that edge, but look where it's at relative to the foundation. You can see that green is way in the dirt, and I'm here at the very corner there. So this foundation is about 3/4 inch short, so I have to set this post about 3/4 inch back of that line. So I'll mark here, and that's where the end of my post is going to be. I want my base to be fully on the concrete, and so that's as good as it's going to get there. Again, these are temporary, and if you take these out, before you brace it, this whole thing will kind of like shift down. Just don't take your temporary braces out, or do not take your existing columns out until you first measure. Now I'm going to measure from the top of the base, and I have basically 88. We're going to make it 88 and 3/16. So 88 and 3/16. When I jack it up, I'll jack it up just by that, 3/16. And then when I take it down or unjack it, then the pressure of here will pretty much lock that column in place. So now that we got our column height, I'm going to put the bottleneck on the ground, make sure it's all the way down. Then I'm going to measure from that to here, and we got 81. So I'll make it 80 and 7/8. And so the premise is that I cut my 4x4 at 80 and 7/8, put it on top of here, wedge it in there, start jacking it up. That'll release this temporary brace, and I only want to go up just a little bit. I don't want to try to jack the whole thing up, but just a little bit so I can get my post in here. And we're going to set this bracket prior to doing that. Okay, remember this was the corner up there. So I don't need to put this exactly on the corner. I can cheat it back a little bit because I've got a little wiggle room when I set the post in there. Mark my middle mark. Yeah, there's the middle, more right there. Now, you gotta go all the way in. So this needs to go all the way down. My bit is a little too small, but I gotta get that all the way in there. So I cheated my chuck out just a little bit. That don't hammer. Now it's on hammer. You want to get it all the way in there. I probably need to cheat this just a little more. Yeah. All right. Nice and tight. I got a little piece of cardboard to put on top of this 4x4 just to keep it from scraping the aluminum. All right. Just a little piece of paper in there. Jack it up this to give me a little tension. Let's put a level on it just to be putting it on there. All right. As I jack this up, this one is going to fall, so I'm going to keep a hand on. Just a little past it. And this is kind of dangerous, but my guard, I can't start cutting without lifting my guard up, so. A little more. Let's go a little more. Yep. Okay, I wanted to cheat this over just a little bit. See where we're at. Here. So now I'm going to jack this down. Jack this down while I hold this in that corner. Yeah. Okay. That's beautiful. Let's take this down. And I'll just screw the bottoms in. And for the tops, I'm just going to toe screw. Go in there a little bit, then come back up and go at an angle. So that's it, that's all. These post brackets are overkill, but I like them because they give you a little room, and then plus you can cover this up at the end. Sometimes people use deck board, sometimes 1x6, even 1x8. They do a profile around the top, profile around the bottom, makes it look nice. Listen, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then make sure you subscribe. Also, hit that like button if you like this video. It really helps me out. And then leave me a comment in the comment section if you want to know more about this video or any other videos that I've posted or you want me to post. Really appreciate you all. Until the next time, 8.